Sometimes the homeschool community has been blindsided. Sometimes it's an ordinance from a city council that impacts homeschooling. Sometimes it's legislation at the state level, and even occasionally it's action at the federal level. That's the reason THSC spends so much time focused on public policy and campaigns and legislation. We're trying to see these signs of coming attacks against homeschooling before it's too late. And that's the reason this week I want to talk to you about early voting. Early voting starts this week in the general election that happens in November. It is critical for people who believe that God-given right of families to raise their children as they see fit. Vote for candidates who support that right. And it's critical this time as we look at what's happening at the federal level with the radical attack of Democrats against a man who, in fact, they tried to destroy a good man in Justice Kavanaugh. And we've seen, as I've been writing for all this year, the attacks against homeschoolers across the country and efforts to regulate and limit the right of families to homeschool. Whether or not those issues continue to happen at the federal level or next year at the state legislature depends on who is elected in this upcoming election. This week it's early voting, and it's critical that you go to the polls and that you vote, and your family votes, and your friends vote, your friends at church vote, and they vote for candidates who believe, as we do, that families have a God-given right and a calling to raise their children as they see fit. I hope you'll pass this information along. I hope you'll share it. I hope you'll click on the links below for more information and pass this information along to your friends and vote. After the election, during the next session, it may be too late. We need to elect godly men and women who believe that families, not the government, should be able to raise their children. Thanks for passing this on and for taking action and doing what you do to help us keep Texas families free.